What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Alain Gonzalez here, and today I want to go over a few foods that I would recommend that you eat regularly if you're finding it hard to eat enough to gain weight. If you're a naturally skinny guy like me, you probably need a shit ton of carbs, and I'm going to show you how you can get those carbs, all right? First and foremost, oatmeal. So whether you want to have the plain kind or the kind that doesn't come in packets, doesn't really matter. You're gonna get about 30 grams of carbs for every 35 grams of oatmeal. All right, now 35 grams of oatmeal is not a lot. Typically, I have about 3 packets of this oatmeal, 2 if I'm not that hungry. So we're talking 60 to 90 grams of carbs in just one small bowl of oatmeal. And that's on top of the breakfast I'm already having. Also, I recently made a video going over a few ways that you can increase the calorie intake in your oatmeal by adding peanut butter, mashing up some bananas, maybe using milk instead of water, and adding some protein powder. All right? Top of that, very quick and easy to make. Next is pasta. Really, any kind of pasta is going to be calorie dense, particularly high in carbs. But this one I like because it's also high in protein. In one serving, you're getting 10 grams of protein and almost 40 grams of carbs. Okay? The thing is that one serving is only 56 grams. I usually have 100. So that knocks it up to about 70 grams of carbs and almost 20 grams of protein. Not to mention whatever meat you're having and whatever sauce you use, right? So on top of that, this is actually really, really easy to make. You boil some water, you add this, you wait till it's nice and soft, take the water out, and you're done. This will last you a couple days. Next is beans, all right? Beans I like because, number one, they're easy to make, and number two, they're high in carbs, okay? In half a cup, you are going to get 16 grams of carbs. Now, that's not a lot, right? But it's pretty easy to just sit down and eat this whole can by yourself if you're having it with meat or whatever else. Or if you don't want to eat the whole can, right? Although it's only about $1, okay? If you don't want to eat the whole can, you can add a cup of beans to your rice. The rice is going to give you about 50 to 70 grams of carbs, and you add another 30 grams or so of beans. We're talking about 100 grams of carbs in one sitting. All right, not to mention whatever else you like to eat with your rice and your beans, like your meat, whether it's chicken, steak, doesn't matter. All right, now for the sake of just anyone who wants to eat just the beans, right, one of these makes about close to 4 servings. Okay, so for $1, not bad. Next is potatoes. I like the red petite potatoes. Okay. And these, again, very easy to make. I literally just, and you probably have never heard of this before, but I just season them after I've dipped them in olive oil, and then I bake them. That's it, okay? Now, there's plenty of other ways that you can make potatoes. You can even microwave them, but that's just the way I do it because I like to cook them in bulk, all right? In one serving, which is just about 5 ounces, you're going to get almost 30 grams of carbs. Now, you're never really gonna just have either potatoes on their own or just one serving, okay? So you're typically gonna have about 2 servings, which knocks that up to about 60 grams of carbs, or you're gonna add this to your rice with your beans and so on and so forth. So again, easy to make, high in carbs, and lots of variety. Now I have these bananas here, but the food I want to talk about is not actually regular bananas, it's dried bananas, right? If you ever went to the supermarket, you might have seen them. It's dried fruit. It's basically bananas chopped up and they've been dry. The reason I like those is because they are easy to consume. It's pretty hard to eat more than about 2 bananas, but it's pretty easy to snack on banana chips throughout the day. Right? And if you consume half a pack or the whole pack even, you're going to get a few hundred grams of carbs. Okay, now typically you're not going to eat the whole pack in a sitting, or even half of it, but it's something that you can have there, easily accessible, that you could snack on throughout the day to increase the total carb intake, and it adds up over the course of the day. All right, and I want to give you one last tip. Okay, if you are finding it hard to eat enough and you need more calories, and having beans with your rice and adding potatoes and eating pasta regularly and a shit ton of oatmeal in the morning is not cutting it, then what I recommend are homemade weight gain shakes, right? I have a couple of videos on how I like to make them, and typically you'll get about 700 to 1,000 calories worth. But I'll go over quickly what it entails, all right? I'll link them below, but just so you have an idea, a homemade weight gain shake is, for one, going to be better than the shit you're buying at GNC, because those shakes are just filler, right? It's just a lot of filler. What you're having with a homemade weight gain shake is, you know, you're getting the fats, protein, and carbs that you are aiming for, but more than that, you're getting the nutrients that you're aiming for, okay? So basically, all you're gonna do is you're gonna throw in some milk, or water even if you don't need that many calories. You're gonna add your protein powder. You're gonna add 1 or 2 different variations of fruit, so maybe a banana, some blueberries, and then you're gonna add some oats. Throw that in there. If you wanna even take it up a notch, add some peanut butter. You're gonna blend that up, and then you're gonna drink that. Now, you're probably not going to be able to drink that in one shot. It's probably going to make about 2 shakes, but we're talking about 1,000 calories in 2 quick shakes, right? So make it, have the first half, put the other half in the fridge, and eat that after or drink that after your workout. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, click the like button below. Make sure to subscribe for more videos. If you are not aware, all right, my latest book, The Lean Mass Diet, is now on Amazon. If you use Samsung Android, it's completely free, so download that. And if you don't worry, it's only $3. So I'll link that below. Make sure to grab that. If you enjoy it, make sure to leave me a review. Send me a screenshot of that review, and I'm going to hook you up with something pretty awesome. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Again, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.